$281 up to $939 starting today for SNAP beneficiaries, otherwise known as food stamps. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now today is a pretty exciting day for roughly 43 million SNAP beneficiaries, also referred to as Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also called food stamps. Why? Because the annual cost of living adjustment of 12.5% is now going into effect starting right now today. That means your benefits are now increasing by 12.5% going forward for the next year. Pretty amazing, right? However, just so that we're on the same page here, the annual cost of living adjustment, the 12.5% that I'm talking about right now, is just for SNAP benefits. I just want to make sure that this is not being confused with the annual cost of living adjustment for Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivors, SSI, and VA beneficiaries. That raise will be going into effect in January 2023, and we will be getting that announcement out of Social Security in just a matter of days. So anyway, in this video, I do want to talk about the raise that's going into effect today for 43 million SNAP beneficiaries, again, food stamp beneficiaries, what you need to know about it, and all the other details associated with this raise and your new higher monthly benefit. Let's get into it and talk through the details. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video. I am your one and only daily advocate. I am very much dedicated to you in this community to continue watching all this information that's hitting the wire every single day, breaking it down into these short videos, delivering the videos to you right here on the channel a couple times throughout the day, and making sure that I'm helping you out in any way that I possibly can. Things are changing rapidly. We're getting new information, new announcements, new bills, packages, proposals, amendments, reform to very important fixed income benefits, as well as anything else in regards to money, checks, programs, stimulus, programs like that for the low income, anything else like this, raises to benefits. Of course, I want to break it down for you in these videos. So again, as you can see, a lot is going on, and it's only going to get busier between now and the end of the year. Anyway, thanks again for joining me. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's get into it and talk about everything you need to know about your new higher benefit for SNAP benefits. So this is pretty exciting, man. Let's be real for a second. We've all been waiting for some kind of raise to benefits. Finally, they're throwing us a little bit of a bone, right? So here's the deal. Yes, today is the new fiscal year, right? So I've talked about this previously in other videos. October 1st is the new fiscal year for the federal government. So the federal government does not operate by the calendar year, as in January 1st through December 31st. That's the calendar year, but the federal government has a fiscal year, which is October 1st through September 30th. Now it's October 1st. Therefore, we're in the new year. Right? Well, in the eyes of the government anyway. So as a result of that, today is when SNAP benefits start increasing for the 43 million beneficiaries. Yes, 43 million people in the United States receive SNAP benefits or food stamps, and everybody will be getting a raise of 12.5%. Again, nice. I wish Social Security benefits, retirement, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, and RRB were going up by 12.5% as their raise. But to be fair with you, again, I highly doubt it. It might be, maybe about 4% less than that. But again, we'll be getting that official announcement out of Social Security here in a matter of just days. But again, a 12.5% raise to SNAP benefits is nice, but again, to be totally fair, we've talked about this before as well. The annual cost of living adjustments to these fixed income benefits is always behind. Always behind, right? It's a lagging indicator. Well, as a result of that, with the latest inflation reports that we've been seeing lately, they've been showing us that food inflation is just under 14%. So, food prices are moving up on an annualized pace of 14%, or about 1% averaged out every single month, even more than 1% every single month. Well, guess what? This raise is only 12.5%. So we're looking at like 14% annualized food inflation. Meanwhile, the raise to SNAP benefits is 12.5%. In other words, they cheated us on 1.5%. Again, just saying, right? We all know that the cost of living adjustments are always a little bit low, right? Anyway, I can go on and on about that forever, but again, we won't go down that road again. However, starting today, benefits have raised pretty substantially for everybody, okay? So let me talk you through some thresholds here that I want you to know about. And again, to be fair, I'm not going to go through all the thresholds because there's a lot of them, but I will go through some of the thresholds that encompasses the vast majority of households. And again, the household sizes continue to go up, but again, I'm just going to kind of give you some round numbers here to kind of work with. So if you're an individual receiving SNAP benefits, your new benefit, or what I should say is the new maximum benefit as of today for an individual receiving SNAP benefits is now $281. That's what you can get on a monthly basis for an individual. That's pretty nice. I'm going to be fair. That's a pretty nice benefit. Again, considering food is very expensive, that $281 is going to go fast. But at the same time, for a single person, $281, I feel like, you could probably make that work. It might be kind of tight. You might not be able to get everything, but I feel like, it's kind of a pretty big benefit. Let's be real for a second. I usually don't say that because I recognize just as much as you do that a lot of time these fixed income benefits are way behind the curve and they need to be significantly higher. But $281 for an individual person to eat for a month is, it's not going to get you everything, but it will get quite a bit of stuff, right? So not bad. And that starts today, right now today. It's on, okay? Now next, a household of 2 people. If you're living in a household of 2 people, the maximum benefit you can get right now is $516 every single month. And again, that's not too bad for a household of 2 people. That averages out per person of $258 per person is kind of what the average would be on that. So 516 divided by 2 is 258 per person. Is kind of what it comes down to. All right, next. A household of 3 people. Again, the maximum benefit you can get right now is $740 per month. And again, a household of 4 people would get you $939 per month. That's a maximum for a household of 4 people. Now again, the numbers continue to go up and up and up, all the way up to a household of 8 people. And then above and beyond that, you just add like $140 per person beyond a household of 8 people. So again, the numbers get pretty big. In fact, they get just under $2,000 for a household of 8 people. It's like $1,800 and some dollars. So a lot of money, right? But at the same time, we all know that food is also very, very expensive. Now, also, I want to throw this out there as well. I've been seeing this in the headlines quite a bit lately as well. Did you know that you can use your EBT cards on a lot of places online right now? For example, many of you here in the community know that I've been doing this Amazon project. In other words, sending out thousands of packages to those of you here in the community, helping you out with your necessities. Did you know that you can use your EBT card on Amazon? If you didn't know that, you can, okay? So pretty cool stuff. In fact, if you do sign up for Amazon, and again, not trying to sell you anything here. This is not a paid thing or anything like that. I'm just simply telling you because I've had people here in the community reach out to me and say, did you know this? And honestly, I didn't know it until I looked it up and I thought, oh, this is pretty cool. So here's the thing. If you actually sign up on Amazon and you enter in your details of your EBT, as in like you show like an award letter or like an acceptance letter, things like that, you actually get a 50% discount on Amazon. So again, just saying, if you want to check it out, by all means, go for it. If not, it's not required at all. I'm just simply saying we use Amazon a ton because we're buying all those packages here on the channel for those of you here in the community. And again, somebody brought this to my attention, and honestly, I had no clue that you get such a nice discount as a EBT or SNAP beneficiary by using Amazon. So again, just throwing that out there in case you're interested. But you can use it on a number of products. In fact, as we're on Amazon shopping for all this stuff, I can't believe how many items that we see that come across and say EBT eligible. Pretty cool, right? I've also seen in the headlines a lot lately, and again, I'm going to get this wrong, probably. This grocery store is not in my area, so I'm not very familiar with it, but I believe it's called JB's or BJ's. Now I'm mixing it up. It's either called BJ's or JB's. I think it's BJ's. Anyway, apparently it must be a grocery store, like a bunch of grocery stores out there somewhere. Again, it's not where I'm located, so I'm not very familiar with it. But apparently they're doing something whereas they're going to start accepting SNAP on kind of a bigger basis or something like that. So again, if you're in one of the areas that has these grocery stores, maybe check it out. But it sounds like they're doing something big with SNAP benefits and EBT acceptance. So again, just making it easier for people with EBT and SNAP benefits to get, benefits and try to pick up their groceries from other places around the country as well. So pretty nice. It's nice that they're extending this out so much and allowing grocers and retailers and stuff like that, online retailers even, to start implementing the acceptance of EBT, because that's kind of where the world is going right now, is online. A lot of people are ordering their stuff online these days. So just keep that in mind as well if you're interested in doing so. But anyway, also starting today is the new minimum benefit as well. $23 is the new minimum benefit, okay? So that'll be starting today as well. So if you were previously receiving the other minimum, you'll be getting, a teeny tiny raise, the 12.5% raise, and the minimum you can get now is $23. So keep that in mind as well. Now, one other quick side note, and then I'll let you go, is I do know that a lot of you have the app where you can watch your SNAP benefits. Again, it usually looks like your SNAP benefits will probably start pending a couple days before they deposit, but for this month alone, maybe start keep an eye on your app, right? If you're wondering how much your benefit is going to be, you probably already received a letter from them saying, your benefits are going to be this much as a result of, the raise, and October 1st is when they'll go into effect. But always keep an eye on the app as well if you'd like to, and that should show you your pending benefits as they're about to hit your account. Then you can see exactly how much they're going to be. Now, last year, I know that there was a little bit of a problem with a few people I saw in the comment section last year around this time when we hit the new fiscal year and the new raise was going into effect. I know that some people reached out to me and said, I didn't get the raise. What's going on here? So just wait it out for a little while. If the raise does not arrive, you may want to call your local office and have a conversation with somebody and just say, hey, my benefits were supposed to go up. They didn't. What's going on here? Things like that. But again, I would give it a little bit of time, because the first month, I always like to give them the benefit of the doubt. But honestly, if it doesn't arrive shortly thereafter, I'd be on the phone immediately calling them saying, yo, what's going on here? Give me my benefits, because I need this money for food, right? You know what I mean? So I wouldn't wait forever about it. So just make sure to continue watching the app. Otherwise, you should have received that letter, or you can just always wait for it to hit your EBT card when it actually arrives. So there you go. These are the details you need to know, and now it is in effect. Pretty cool stuff, right? Anyway, hope you're having a nice day so far. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, have a good one, enjoy, and I'll catch you again later.